Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do a gun tier list in 7 days to live. Choosing the best gun can really change the game, so I'm here to break down each weapon, what makes them good, and what makes them bad. Anyways, let's start now. Alright, so the first gun in the game is the Glock 17. Its description is a basic pistol for self-defense. Not gonna lie, this gun is kinda mid because it does 4 to 5 damage per shot. The rounds per minute, aka RPM, is also kinda slow too. I mean, for 0 scraps, it's technically not that bad, and it does the job, but if you are a solo player, I would recommend getting a different gun or building a sky base, cause the flying purple-looking monster with tentacles aren't that hard to kill. In my opinion, it's gonna get a C tier. The next gun is a Deagle. Its description is a famous pistol that packs a punch, and I can't lie, that is kinda true. It's like the Glock 17, but it does way more damage, doing 27 to 30 damage depending on the range, but the RPM is pretty slow, slower than the Glock 17 in my opinion. For the price of 10 scraps, it's quite cheap and pretty decent overall. It's pretty good for killing deer and bears, but it's not that good for killing stronger monsters later on in the game, and don't even try to solo the mammoth. You will die. You will struggle from day 5 to day 6 in the game. Overall, I would give it a C tier above the Glock 17. Anyway, the next gun is the Remington 870, and its description is a basic shotgun for self-defense. It costs 15 scraps and it's pretty damn mid. Yes, it does a whole load of damage, but that's only for close range. This gun is terrible for long to middle range. I personally can't tell you how much damage it does, but if I had to guess from just using it for a while, it probably does around 60 to 80 damage or more in close range, but does less than 10 damage in mid to long range. Yeah, it has high damage, but it's not that good overall, and I have nothing else to say about this shotgun. It's a C-tier gun above the Glock 17 and below the Deagle. I hope that in future updates they add more shotguns. Anyways, let's move on to the next gun. So the next guns are all the SMGs, which are the Bison, MP7, and P90. Bison costs 25 scraps and the MP7 costs 35 scraps, while the P90 costs 45 scraps. The reason why I am putting all the SMGs in one part is because they all pretty much do the same thing. They do the same damage and have the same range. They all do 2 to 4 damage depending on their range. They are solid guns for solo play and 7 days to live, because I have a full 7 days gameplay video with MP7 in my channel, so I would give all of these SMGs a B tier in the list. The next gun is the AK-47, and its description is a crude but cheap rifle, great for desert warfare. The AK-47 is good in my opinion. You can solo until day 7 with this gun, but I recommend playing with a team to reach day 7. If you don't have a team, then it's fine. Anyway, the AK-47 does around 7 to 8 damage depending on the range, which is pretty good. Its range is nice, and overall, a great gun. I would put the AK-47 into A tier. Alright, now let's move on to the last 4 guns. The M4A1. Its description is a military-grade rifle that is highly accurate. It costs 65 scraps, which is a lot, and it won't get cheaper on the next guns. It does 7 to 8 damage with pretty good RPM. The M4A1 can help you solo the game. It comes with no scopes. Overall, very good gun in my opinion. It is one of the best guns in the game right now, so it gets an A tier. The AUG A1. Its description is the best military-grade rifle with a scope on the market. It costs 75 scraps and does 10 damage per shot, which can pretty much kill 80% of the monsters with ease. It has a pretty good RPM and also has a scope on it, but I will be dead honest with you, I barely used the scope on guns. Not saying the scope is bad, it's just not really needed, cause the scope design and the mechanic system for it is pretty bad, but I do know one thing is that they will rework the scopes, so I'm pretty excited for. But the gun overall is among the best guns in the game. When the game got released, it used to do 24 damage, making it the best gun in the game, but now, with a huge nerf, doing about 10 damage per shot, it's no longer the best, so it deserves an A tier above the M4A1, and the AK-47. Now we are on the second last weapon in the game right now, and before we continue, I would like to ask if you can subscribe to my channel and leave a like on the video. It motivates me to post content for you guys, so please like and sub. Let's move on now. The Scout. Its description is a crudely made sniper rifle that suits the deserts. It does 200 damage with really good range and comes at a price of 85 scraps, which is a lot. It comes with a scope on it and pretty much kills all the monsters in the game with ease, and about the mammoth, it took me about 30 seconds to kill it, so it should be pretty easy to kill the mammoth. There is a game pass for the Scout, which costs 345 Robux. In my opinion, it is not worth it, because getting scraps in this game is really not that hard, so I would recommend grinding for it. Overall, this sniper is a S tier. Finally, the last weapon in the game. The AWP, the description is one shot, one kill. The perfect weapon for a sniper. The description is half correct, because it can't one-shot the mammoth, but it's fine, it will only take seconds to kill it anyway. The AWP does 400 damage, which is the highest damage in the game currently on a weapon. I mean, I really got nothing else to say about this weapon. It's the best weapon in the game right now, and you can solo the game with ease with it. With the AW, the only thing you should be worrying about in the game is your hunger, body temperature, and sanity level. I'm giving it a S tier above the Scout Sniper. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments. I will try my best to respond to it, and this will be the end of the video. See you in the next video, guys. Bye, guys.